Welcome to episode number 3 of the good, the bad, and ugly of the speakers and trainers in Asia. Now, episode number 1, we talk about these God trainers are telling the students that these guys are scammers. Yesterday, the episode talked about the fact that these God trainers say to them, hey, watch out, these guys are actually not real deal. They are trainers, they are mentors. I am the real practitioner, I am the real deal. Now, in this episode, I will want to talk about another very interesting behavior of these type of God trainers. And they said to the student, hey, watch out. These guys actually do not care for the student's success. I do. And you will wonder, what's the difference between them and me? Do I care for my student's success? Well, hello, for example, let me ask you this question. If you are truly a speakers and trainers and your objective, your purpose is to transform other people's life, shouldn't you care for your students' success? I mean, that's an obvious statement. So I'm very amazed by God trainers standing on stage telling the students that this is a very obvious thing that they do. But in doing that, they use the other guys, the other trainers, as what we call the victims. Why? Because why do I need to say this in front of the student, which seems to be a very, very obvious statement? And the reason why I make this statement is to make myself feel better, which we talk about in episode number 1. And most importantly, why do I need to make this statement that I care for your success, but other people's don't? Is that necessary? So the episode number 2, I talk about the fact that the God trainers may be walking their talk on stage very differently from behind the scenes. So this might be potentially a very stinky thing that you want to watch out for as a student, or for whoever you may want to embrace the opportunity and train with the God trainers. They may say one thing, behind the scene they may do another thing. Like in this episode, we talk about the fact that they want to make themselves feel good by saying that I will take care of your success. Other people's don't. Is that necessary to put other persons down? Remember episode number 2, I talk about the fact that some of these God trainers actually claim that they live in abundant mindset. Is that necessary to put other people's down to do that? And by saying this is not abundant mindset, it's actually scarcity. So you ask yourself, hey, again, I've smelled, heard, or witnessed twice in 3 episodes where you know that one of the key characteristics of the God trainers are actually not walking their talk on stage and behind the scene differently. They may say that they operate in abundance mindset, but behind the scene they have the scarcity mindset. And it's not actually behind the scene, it's actually on the stage they are telling the students, hey, you know what, these guys are not real deal. So why do I have to put the other guys down in order to make me feel good? And at the same time, I tell people that I live in abundant mindset is something that I do not understand. So in this episode, you have identified one of the very, very obvious characteristics of a God trainer. So wherever you embrace someone's opportunity and before you say yes, perhaps you may ask this question, why would these God trainers have to do that? I don't understand. And 2, you have to ask yourself, what's the agenda behind? And you've got to take note of this before you decide to say yes to embrace this opportunity to work with the God trainers. Comment below if you have any experience before like this, and how do you deal with these kind of incidents? Do you just simply follow blindly the God trainers saying, or you ask yourself the question, is what the God trainers saying on stage believable? Okay, so I can't wait to see you in episode 4 of the good, bad, and ugly of the speakers and trainers in the Asian market. So I will be signing off in episode 3. Jack Wong here. I'll see you in episode number 4. Bye for now.